Great and beautiful morning and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 413 edition of Invest Data Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, look at what is happening in the global market as we speak. I'll say that the global market is very, very volatile. As stocks in the global market, international market are down and oil price are up. Also, you can see that other currency or what we call cryptocurrency are also in the green. You can see that this up and down movement in the stock market and the mature economy, and also what is happening in alternative investment window is also influencing the world stock market. Despite that we have seen impressive earnings from this mature economy, we saw numbers that came from US market, those that came from Asia and others of Europe. These are good numbers, but as to speak now, market is not responding to that because of what? Because of the new attack on Iraq after Iraq has hit what has hit Israel before now. Israel has returned back to what Iraq has done. That is what just affecting the market globally. We saw this pullback as a result of what the attack on what on Ukraine on Iraq Iran. That is why you are seeing market looking down. But that should not send panic to every designing investor. But what you look at your what is your investment objective? Whether you are in a matured market or in a local market, you must know why you are in the market. And that is why this Friday, most of the market, is in red. As we let's start from what is happening, in Asia market. Asia market has stumbled because of what? Because of fear of one. This an attack on what? On Iran. And at the same time, the rate that rate warning that US Fed said they are not even expected to what? To cut rate come near June. And that also have sent a signal also to investors in that domain. For me, investors in any side of the world, any part of the world where you are, it is this economic data that matters, and also what is the Fed, which is the policy meeting or the central bank of the world are doing. Central banks have the way of influencing what investors' direction. And now don't forget that when there's high interest rates, you see market also shaking. And don't forget that now they've said adjusting rate down or cutting rate is not in their side as earlier as June. Automatically, that shows that what we call a hawkish outlook. That hawkish outlook also will send the market in this move. For me, I'm not surprised. Coupled with what is happening, as a geopolitical tension is rising, in the Middle East. For me, don't forget what is also happening in Ukraine and Russia. These are the things that are also influencing oil price and plus interest rate. But even when in Europe, the Bank of European Bank of Health, the ECB, has given an insight that they are likely to cut rate. But which of these mature central banks will start the lead in terms of rate cut? That rate cut will now give us insight whether this market will start changing. But this have sent kind of a negative signal to the global economy. And also consider that in the Asia market, despite that we're seeing government to intervene in China that in terms of their economic activities, because of this news of what is happening in Middle East, there's a slowdown of investors taking position in the China market, and that also affected all the regional market in that Asia environment. This as a result of what the Iran news of explosion. This is also close to what to the Iran's nuclear facility. For me, these are the things also sending a kind of sentiment, let's put that way, across the globe, not only in Asia, in US and in Europe. These are the things. Also, don't forget that in Asia, Japan is part of it. All eyes are still on what on the consumer price index, which is the inflation figure, to grow in the month of March. All eyes are still on that. Why also in Australia, we saw also the market there also have slided also to the southward, losing again this morning. Hong Kong is not left behind. They are all looking down. Why India market is also on negative open this hour. It is that this market are reflecting what is happening as a result of what Israel attack on what oil Iran. For me, it is stated that as investor, let your eyes be on what on which sector will you be make money, or which sector have potential to rebound fast from this pullback we are seeing as a result of what as a result of attack on Iran by Israel. We want to put all this in perspective. If you look at also US market is not left behind this morning. As we speak now, oil price are probably rallied almost 30% just because of space of yesterday and today, almost around 89.12, almost $90. That means the forecast that oil price will hit $100 is very achievable or very realistic. Why I say so? Because if all this geopolitical tension continue, not only in Iraq and and the Middle East and Israel, if other oil producing countries also join in all this, that means production of crude oil will reduce. And when you know that it's demand and supply, when the demand is high and the supply is low, price is bound to go up. That means oil hitting $100 is good. It's a good news and it was possible. But those that are prepared, Nigeria should have benefited from this kind of rally, because as the oil producer country, if oil rally to as high as $100, it's not because that our income as a nation will improve, but also don't forget that this is what we need to manage also our reserve. Because if the reserve is positive, it also attracts foreign investors to Nigeria economy. But with all this global tension, not only that they affect the global economy, it also has the way of affecting every other, other African country, one way or the other. Because if the global economy is not settled, no importation, no exportation will be going because of what? Because of the war. I believe that the mature economies, especially the G7 or G6, what they call them, G20, all that should come together to make sure that the peace, that this war will not escalate from this, Israel and Iran, and also what to work to other parts of the world. Yes, to come back to Africa. Okay, quickly before I go to Africa, let's look at what is happening, in US. We can't leave US market, and go to other, Africa. Let's look at US. US market also has opened in the red as we speak now, and also major companies in US are also posting red as we speak. What I mean red, their price have declined. You see that Netflix is a very big company in US. Netflix, despite their growth in their subscribers base, I said Netflix have dropped back this morning because of what? Because of also this news, and also other earnings that are coming to the market. They are looking good, but market have kind of reacted to this negative information. Despite those good numbers are still not impacting the market as we speak now. US indices are, like I said earlier, are down as a lot of what? As a lot of Middle East tension, and that is no news again, because we know that why Bitcoin has also is also looking up because of what alternative investment or no window. I think that the thing that's also happening in the market. Also, don't forget that the big banks in US also were expect that most of them are not at home, and we get that result also to impact on the market. But because of the event that's happening now, and that's why we are not seeing their impact, that's why the market is down. But I tell you that this crude oil volatility will continue as a result of what there is a tension, and this Iraq concern. This Iraq and Iraq and Israel concern also affect the supply. These are the things that also will report. To come to Africa, Africa market is also very, very mixed. But come to Nigeria, NGS is not doing badly as we speak this morning. Yes, so NGS trying to rebound on Wednesday, but yesterday gave in. So kind of a marginal drop in NGS performance yesterday. For that trend, have been reversed this morning as well at this hour. But I think that market is in green as we speak now in Nigeria, and that tells you that yes, investors are taking advantage of the pullback. We have seen that market have suffered pullback for more than 8 trading days before we saw on Wednesday marginal gain, but yesterday was also a slight decline. For this morning, market is also trying to breathe out to find its direction again. For me, it's a good news for our market, but I believe that for those that are income investors or who call them dividend investors, don't need to panic. Because it's time for dividend income. We have seen many companies on the exchange that have declared dividend, starting from the financial sector, which all others are still on stock like FTMB, Sterling Bank, and Jais Bank, others also to release their result. But we have seen result from most of the major banks. We have seen result from GTCO, we have seen from Zenith Bank, UBA, Access Bank, apart from FBN Holdings among the figures that are yet. But we have seen result from Wima Bank, we have seen result from Fidelity. And today, we're discussing Fidelity number in this class to see how Fidelity has performed and what investors should expect from Fidelity on their numbers, and also going to the war of capitalization for the banks. All the banks are going to raise capital to meet their new capital base as CBN has required them or CBN have instructed them. For this are going to also influence the market going to the future. But for me, there's no cause for alarm. But before we go into looking at the market proper, let's look at what is the figure that came from Fidelity Bank. It's very, very important to do that before I go to the market itself, and also look at what the live market, looking at the chart. Look at the chart to give us more information. But for that chart, let's look at what is the Fidelity number look like. How is this number going to direct us in terms of decision, as all others are still on more of the first bank, the banks that release their first quarter results. Yes, for Fidelity, for me, the numbers of Fidelity have shown where the bank is going. This is a bank that the highest price that it has sold in the market about 14 naira 50 kobo. Pull back from the lowest level point, also show that the lowest is just about 50 kobo. For me, 5 naira for me is also a good one for the stock. But if you look at the number proper, I think that the gross earnings for Fidelity moved from 337.1 billion to 555.8 billion in 2023. If representing about 65% up in the green for the top line of Fidelity. And that translates to what? The PAT, which I mean profit after tax, the earnings. Don't forget that this number were boosted by what? By the interest rate. Don't forget that for the past 2 years, all the banks have enjoyed high interest rates because of the central bank trying to work, trying to checkmate the inflation. That has also impacted on what? On the bank's interest income, and which Fidelity is not left behind. That is why we are seeing this kind of which gross earnings as a result of what? Interest income and fees, and also trading other income. Despite that, all these banks in Nigeria also make provision for either not performing loan, or trying to also factor in their also the FX gain and all those stuff. But I will tell you, this is a good number for Fidelity, looking at the top line and the bottom line. The bottom line, like I said earlier, stood at what? 99.45 billion against 64 billion, 64.72 billion in 2022. For me, it's a good thing to also see the number. But at this hour again, like I just said, that it's well good to also look at the market when we are looking at all this. Look at what is the price of Fidelity in the market right now. It's still below what? Below 10 naira. But the EPS of Fidelity stood at what? 3 naira 13 kobo against 1 naira 64 kobo posted in 2022. And the profit margin also rose to 17.89% against 13.86% in 2022. And this also because of the earning per share of 3 naira 13 kobo, a dividend of 60 kobo have been declared as final dividend for what? For the year ended 2023. Don't forget that this bank has paid interim of 25 kobo as earning per share, as a dividend. Sorry, that will give you a total of how much now? A total of 85 kobo for the year. But the one that is outstanding now is 60 kobo against 50 kobo paid in 2023. And if you look at the bank's balance sheet, this balance sheet for Fidelity is very, very robust. Very, very robust. I can see this is a robust balance sheet. But if you look at this, the number here. But if you want to look at the balance sheet, this is a robust balance sheet. Let me go down to the balance sheet. So you can see that the asset and the liability. Also look at the shareholders fund. Also look at the deposit. And that these are the bank has really made more impact in expanding their total assets for the period, moving from almost 3.9 billion to 6 move from 3.99 trillion to 6.23 trillion for 2020 for 2023. Let me say a good one. And if you look at the report, like I said, the balance sheet that is robust, and then total assets was up to 6.2 trillion from 3.99 trillion. For me, it's a good one. And this was supported by what? By the loan and advances up to what? To 3.1 trillion against 2.12 trillion in 2022. Don't forget that when it comes to loan and advances, this is what banks used to work to create money. And you cannot create money when there's no customer deposit. That means the customer deposit also supported this loan and advances also grew by what? By 55.6% to 4.01 trillion from 2.58 trillion in 2022. This is why I said the bank performance is outstanding. And for those that are thinking of where they can also think medium and long, I think also can do the work of Fidelity. These earnings have boosted the net assets also shareholders fund to the tune of what? 439.31 billion against 314.4 billion in 2022. This is a good number that no investor in the market will see this kind of number and shy away from the truth. We need to also look the way of this bank, depending on what as all eyes are still of what on their capitalization plan, as CBN are requested for all the banks to submit their merger plan or their acquisition plan or their what's it called new capital base plan, how they want to source the fund, the source of the method they want to use. CBN have asked for all these banks to submit it. This also will help investors to know which side the banks they have their money is heading in terms of what, in terms of capital, addition they want to raise, which bank how they want to raise it, through loan, through private issue, through bond, or through a public offer. These are the way that CBN want to see. That also give us more information on what to do. Yes, back to the market. As we speak now, that is why it's good to trade the live market. When you trade the live market, you get the news. As we speak now, the market has been the green, as the market open. As we speak at this hour, market also a pullback from the green that we have recorded to also a marginal red. Market is doing 99,742.22, down by 130.669. That means market is down by 0.12%. as we speak. That is the state of the market. But look at the market breadth still remain marginally positive. We're having 11 gainers against 9 losers as we speak. But if you look at the losers, the top losers, you can see that NEM Insurance is leading with almost 9.6 down, followed by Fertilizer. You can see also D Capital, Transcorp, and FBNH as also are the top losers. But on the gainers chart, you can see that ROTB school. Yes, we have seen the first quarter of ROTB school that is, that moved from a negative position to a position this morning. And these are local stock price. Okay, is this earnings we are seeing, is it going to be sustained? But we have seen that impact of that number this morning has reflected on the price of ROTB school, gained almost 9.3% up now this morning. Followed by ICO. ICO for me, like I said, that the insurance sector is where you should also look at your put your eyes as a trader or investor. But expect that insurance numbers should be good, and on the strength of that numbers, you might also see improved payouts and the low price in those stocks. We are seeing it even when there's profit taking in them. Let's say people are taking position in stocks like ICO. ICO is up by 8.1. Royal Exchange Assurance also by 8.1. Regency Insurance also up by 5.1, and also we can see Owando is also in the green. These are the top gainers as we speak. But in terms of volume activities, we are seeing that Access Corp is leading in terms of activities. I think that Access Corp is traded 27.4 million shares at this hour, while the initial PLC also have traded 17.30 million shares at 2.10 kobo. Fidelity, Zenith Bank have also traded 9.7 million shares at 35 naira 95 kobo, and this code have traded 9.6 million shares at the rate of 34 naira 35 kobo, and UPA are also traded 8.3 million shares at the range of what, at the price of 22 naira 90 kobo. This is the state of the market. For quick one, I want to go to the chart now. Look at the chart. Market as considered, market has spent kind of a gap down here, but we see market trying to form a sideways movement for the last three trading days here. You can see it on the down here. But quickly before but let me show you a chart also that is very important for us to look at. If you look at this chart, so this chart here is in this is what we call so this is what we call let me show you. This is what we call the 20 days movement exponential. While this one is also what we call you can see it here, is the unbalanced volume. You can see that when the market was up, you can see that volume was also on the upward. But now that we are seeing that low volume, and that's why when people ask me that is the institutional investor existing in the market, or are we seeing foreign investors in the market? They say we cannot say that because the volume traded so far have been low, but still we are seeing a low volume and market is still going down. You can see it here, but we are seeing that low volume market is going down. Because you see that the volume is below the exponential, that the volume is not there, but the negative momentum you are seeing. That's why you are seeing that is below. I'm not surprised that I think that most of the stocks are below the key line, and it's a reflection of it. We need to have all these things at the back of our mind when we're investing. Also, this is the chart of the market. You can see where it is now, a daily chart. You can see that yesterday, you can see that they are below the 50 days moving average already, which is here for investors to see. But a breakout of this moving average, a breakout and opportunity uptrend will also signal a reversal. So until market breaks out this black line up, that's where I say another fresh momentum has come. But still, as market is below the black line, that means what the momentum is very, very weak. Don't forget that the black line is what the 8 days moving average exponential. These are the things that we need to understand in the market when it comes to what investing, because it's very, very important. Yes, people, let's go to our chart. But before we go further, let's call our indicators to guide us make informed decision right away now. If you look at our money flow, it's very, very important for us that anytime we're talking in this class, we don't play with money flow. Look at our MACD, and also our moving average exponential, which will always take our 8 days moving average as our traders to give us guide us, and because they serve as what resistance and support level. Now that market is trading below the key line, it says that market is already on what we call towards looking for a support level, and the market is on sale, not on demand, because the market is going down, people are taking profit and people are selling now or selling off. These are the things we are seeing now. But if you look at the money flow today, you can see that money flow tries to adjust up, you can see it tries to work after looking down, and MACD continue to work to kind of the descent, and also widen up in terms of histogram, so that the market is becoming more bearish. Looking at what at MACD this histogram chart here, you can see that from here it was small, it's going down, and this was because it's below the signal line, it's called what a bearish MACD. And money flow is also almost at the level of what we call oversold region because it's below the 30 level. That is very, very important. But seeing that market is below the T line, means that the market is naturally weak or without any other presentation. If you look at this, I want to zoom it out so I can see where the market is. You can see for the straight 3 days markets are side trading. I can see, I already say a double bottom, but a signal that yes, sellers are weak, buyers want to take over the market. You can't see now until we see the end of the day today. But for me, say the market is trending, and this is a sign of weak market because it's still trade below the T9. That means you must have this at the back of your mind, as I always say. This for the market. But look at the time frame. Quickly look at the 1 hour chart for the market. Give us a clear direction. On the market is almost trying to break out the T9 on 1 hour chart. But money flow is still very, very low at below 10, and MACD is a bit looking bullish on the 1 hour chart. Can see trying to cross. For me, let's also watch this market on a medium and long term basis. Let's look at, we have seen the day chart. Look at the 2 hour chart before now. Look at 4 hour chart. Almost the same thing. Money flow is still coming down. You can see it here on 2 hour chart. For money flow, you can see that there is also a sign that MACD is almost going bullish again on the 2 hour chart. You can see what is happening. Once the blue one cross the red one from down, that's a sign of what? A sign of an uptrend, as you know as usual. That's how to know whether the market is up or not. And finally, we look at the 4 hour chart for the market before we look at one stop before we call it a day. Yes, as regards the NASCOM, and Dangote, we look at their chart to see how the market is treating them. But the news that came out as from the suspension of the merger, for me, you should not panic anyone that has medium and long term. Because for those that have short term, investment goal, yes, can play around it. But for those that will be in the class tomorrow, we will discuss extensively on the impact of this and which way you should go as trader investor. Even that you want to sell now that all the stocks can offer, how you going to bail out, what is the new strategy, and that strategy will be shared in the class tomorrow, hopefully by God grace at 12 noon. See you then tomorrow. But before we call it a day because of our time, let's look at what is the chart saying about the NASCOM and Dangote. I wanted to so that we can know the position right now, what is happening in those stocks as we speak. Give us insight then before we call it the class a day. Yes, almost probably, but I want to quickly look at it. You can see that if you look at the stock of NASCOM, you can see that it's still trending. But speak now, it has gone trading around either 47, 48 now. You can see that it's trending. Money flow is looking down now, and MACD is also on 4 hours chart. You can see I was very at inconclusive direction now. Let's see what on the end of today's trading. This one, look at on a 2 hours chart for NASCOM. We need to look at it because let's look at it. Because on 2 hours chart, you can see that activities. Look at what the chart is telling you here. Look at where the money flow is looking at up. But I think that it is trending around. I think that around 47 at the at the price as you can see. But if you look at 1 hour chart, that will give us more information. 1 hour chart see that yes, there's the activities there. 1 hour chart that the stock is on a bullish MACD on 1 hour chart. Let's take it back across for the stock. But I know for those that are really long term and medium term, they don't need to panic at this news. But the merger is just a suspension. There's no cancellation. That means anything can happen any moment from anytime they decide to call it back again. But for Dangote has maintained a downtrend for now. As speaking now, it's in around 45 naira 50 kobo. You can see that it has been below the T line. All this one. But MACD money flow is going to look up here small. You can see but still below 40, and MACD is already bearish, and the bearish is also becoming strong. And we're not surprised because of the news that came yesterday. These are the stuff we're going to do before call it today because it's almost our time, even more than our time. But because I wanted to look at the state of this stuff, that when we're discussing it tomorrow, we'll now have the basis or look at during the day when the live market and at the end of the day that close, and when we're discussing the class tomorrow, we're going to discuss on these two stocks essentially tomorrow to address a lot of issues, to see the kind of new strategy that we use to invest in this stock. All will be discussed tomorrow, hopefully by God's grace. But if you are not a subscriber to join the class, please opportunity to subscribe and join the class. And also for personal one-on-one question on those stocks, feel free and contact me either through the social media or call me on my phone or WhatsApp me to get more information on what to do as regards this distribution of Dangote sugar and international source. On this note, I'll say thank you and see you on Monday again. Bye.